Welcome back to The Edge. There's new videos from Google helping explain SEO in layman's terms. Meta says we're sorry in regard to an error that may have actually cost your campaign thousands. Guess what's showing up in Google product review search results? There's a study. You're listening to News from The Edge for the week of February 19th, 2024 here on Edge of the Web Radio.
From the Edge of the Web studios, here's what we're looking at this week.
More and more clickbaity those headlines are, right?
I have no comment.
Whatever. This is Edge of the Web Radio. I'm your host, Aaron Sparks, owner of Site Strategics. You're covering SEO and digital marketing news each and every week for you, separate from our weekly interview series that we're dropping around Wednesdays or Thursdays each week. Want to make sure this news gets out to you as quickly as possible so you can use this for your week in digital marketing. So check out everything over at edgeofthewebradio.com. That's edgeofthewebradio.com. This is the Site Strategics Digital Marketing News Desk of Edge of the Web. Proud to have our company as a title sponsor of Edge. We're one of the top SEO companies in the Midwest. The team at Site Strategics are consummate learners. That's why we do this show. So we'll talk a little bit later about what we do, but check us out over at sitestrategics.com. And the one that's actually keeping himself, we don't even have him on mute right now, but he's actually being quiet this time around. I don't know what's going on. Morty Overstein's on.
I was about to say the intro to this show is getting more and more clickbaity.
Were you going to say that?
I was waiting for the right moment.
Well, you missed the moment. You probably should have jumped in earlier. You're training.
No. I wanted to really let you flush it out and do all the clickbaity things.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
We're strategics. We're digital learners. You should use us because we're learning. Why would you use you if you're still learning? I don't get it, but fine.
Are you saying that everything that's been known, that has been taught in digital marketing is now known?
So don't you know how to market, right? Like aren't you supposed to go out and be like, we are the best at everything, the ultimate digital marketing agency for all your strategic needs.
Power.
Ultimate insights, ultimate organic power.
Things that don't even exist, we do better than anyone.
Right. AI.
No, of course not, because we have to learn continually. Yes. We know what we don't know. How about that?
Well, it's like Yogi Berra always said. You always
get this quote wrong. You always get this quote wrong.
No, I'm gonna get it right.
That's what he said. Yogi Berra. You always get my quote wrong.
Exactly.
You can observe a lot just by watching.
You had to Google that, didn't you?
No, it's in my brain.
It's in your brain.
See, I thought he was known for saying, hey, boo-boo.
Oh, stop it. That's just disrespectful.
That was, by the way, very upsetting. They turned the guy into a
bear.
Into a bumbling idiot bear.
Literally. That was terrible. That was the first generation of AI, you realize.
I'm trying to remember what age I was when I realized that Yogi Bear, the cartoon, was based off of an actual famous oh, that is mean.
I'm wondering if some of our listeners are actually realizing that right now.
Nope. Sorry.
No.
Spoiler.
Sorry about that. All right. Sorry. Hey, news article from Search Engine Journal. Google launches How Search Works. It's a series to demystify SEO. Google launches this video series about the inner workings of search engines in simple terms. It's from Matt Southern over at Search Engine Journal. The videos feature Google engineer Gary Yeesh explaining how search works. My gosh, he has to be nice? I'm just saying. The goal is to actually explain, explain the complexities in an understandable way. We've not had a look at the videos yet. It is an educational video series. And again, being consummate learners over here, Morty, we're going to actually watch all those videos. See? That's what I'm talking about.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, good on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. They go over the mechanics of search, crawling, indexing, and serving. Additionally, future videos will actually dissect the components of search results and how to optimize web pages to enhance visibility. That's pretty cool. Appreciate it, Google. Key takeaways from episode 1. Each underlines 2 critical points of understanding Google search. Google doesn't accept payment for more frequent crawling or higher ranking. He emphasizes, if anyone tells you otherwise, they're wrong, and the quality of a website's content is paramount for achieving a favorable position in search results. Gary Yeesh also claims Google's definition of quality content will be explained in future episodes. I'm going to dial in and watch that one.
Yeah.
That should be like a Netflix series right there.
No comment.
Dozens of us watching.
No comment on any of this.
None whatsoever. All right. Well,
No,
why?
they couldn't have found a nicer guy, really.
I'm saying, we love Gary Eash. He has his own personality. That's for darn sure. But why is Google doing this? Right? They're trying to get this in front of people that aren't
They
in
get
this
more
industry
ad clicks.
for more ad clicks.
Did I get it right?
I don't think that's the reason.
Nope, that's not the reason.
No,
Okay, I thought
no.
every answer for everything Google does is more ad clicks. I just spend too much time on Twitter. That's why I think that.
I think that's actually the resounding opinion out there. But are they trying to be able to debunk and demystify? And on top of that, they're probably trying to position themselves so the layperson, or more importantly, the decision maker at a company hiring an SEO firm, an agency, right, doesn't get spun with outdated concepts, right?
Well, they want to democratize the web. I think they realize that they need actual content area experts, like the business owners themselves, to actually write the content. Because guess what? A lot of content marketing agencies and content producers are just writing the crappy content you see out there on the web.
Yep.
So for a long time, I've had conversations about this on Twitter with with John about this. Like, I feel like they really need to democratize the web for that reason. Otherwise, they're going to end up getting to an article we'll talk about later, just having to serve up Reddit forums all the time.
Dude, you just
So they
completely
need
blew
to
my clickbait
incentivize
article.
actual creators or experts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I'm surprised. Why isn't Danny Sullivan doing this?
Yeah.
Is Danny in trouble at Google?
Is he in the corner? Nobody puts Danny
I
in the
think
corner.
Danny's in hot water. That must be what it is. That's how rumors get started.
Let's
Nice.
do a new intro.
Wow. Yeah, is
Where
Danny
is
Sullivan
the Google
about
search
to get-
liaison anyway?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. All
Well,
right.
It makes. I don't. Yeah. I would assume that. I would have assumed Danny would have done this.
Well, I think they're probably actually trying to break out, and they already have Search Off the Record as their podcast, where that's been their contribution into the search community. Right?
Do you wonder if there's like, they come up as one big happy team in public? Do you like wonder, God, Danny's like, mother effers, like, I was supposed to do this. This is my territory. Get out, go piss in your own corner, Gary.
I don't think so, but I bet we can do an AI meme song towards that. So we'll take that up. All right. Another article from Nicola Agius over at Search Engine Land. Meta apologizes after an ad error causes campaigns to overspend by thousands. Full refunds aren't guaranteed for effective advertisers, but you can take steps to improve your chances. Meta actually issued this apology to advertisers following an ads delivery outage that resulted in campaigns overspending by thousands. The tech giant confirmed that services are now restored and expressed regret for any inconvenience that they caused. I can't even get through that sentence. That they caused advertisers. So sorry we spent your money. Refunds anticipated to take over between 4 to 8 weeks are now awaited by affected parties.
So you take my money in 4 to 8 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and you make me wait 4 to 8 weeks.
Absolutely.
I love that the subtitle is full refunds aren't guaranteed. What?
So there's a refund application. Barry Holt, growth and performance marketing consultant, urged advertisers to report the issue to their Meta reps and or support to increase their likelihood of getting a refund for you and for everyone. My Lord.
Wow. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is, it's something true. Made up these 3 words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. It doesn't
What
matter.
the crap?
It doesn't matter that they did anything. It doesn't matter that they did just like, yeah, I'm sorry. I just called to say
Are you
I love you. We're all
having?
good.
Are you
'Cause
having
I was
a
whistling the whole
stroke?
time.
Do you know what the silver
Having
lining
a
in all this
stroke.
is?
It's just what entered my brain the second that they did this. Like,
So
yeah, I'm just
sorry.
gonna say we're sorry. Like, I'm just gonna call say we're all good here. We
Gotcha.
said we're sorry.
Like, what more do you
Or-
need? We're sorry,
Or
okay?
as my kids would say, I said my sorry.
You get one. I've
One.
said it.
I said my sorry.
You know
Oh
what
my
the
gosh.
silver lining in all this is, though?
What's
It
that?
says you can call your Meta rep about it.
Yeah.
It could have
You
been
just have
Google.
to do it in the metaverse.
Could have been
You
Could have
to
been
call your
Google
meta
ads
rep in
with
the
this.
metaverse.
No, but it could have been Google ads with this problem.
Yeah. Try to call your Google ad.
Good luck
rep
talking
on
to someone
that.
there.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry. All of our customer representatives are in the metaverse.
Please,
Literally.
please put your headset on.
So there is a form to fill out. We'll put it in the show notes to be able to make sure that
So
you.
is that a form to get a phone call to say that you're sorry? That they're sorry?
No, it's a form to.
I want a phone call.
You
I
want
want
a
a phone call. I didn't.
I
bid
just
in any ads
called
or anything.
to say I'm sorry. Now you've got me doing it.
No,
Sorry.
but yeah, but it's not that. Yeah,
it's
okay.
All right.
Sorry, I messed that up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Site Strategics, that
sorry
we
you
actually
did
have to put your ad right after this particular article. Our firm is the 20-year-old firm. We've developed a omni-channel media marketing firm and content curation process led by what we've done in this studio. We do some really interesting SME, subject matter expert interviews to be able to curate content for social, structural content, blog content, but more importantly, semantic SEO strategy. So if you're interested in what we can do for you, give us a call over at 877-736-4932 and do not say you're sorry. Or why don't you just call us and say you're sorry? How about that? Meta, can you call us? Just call us. Anyway,
Just say I'm sorry.
just say you're sorry. All right. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry,
either.
Site Strategics.
Yeah.
All
this,
right.
This podcast is a train wreck.
Yeah, it
already.
really is. It really is. Thanks a lot, buddy. All right. So from search engine land, Reddit is shown excessively in Google product review search results. There's a study that actually has documented this. Google has a severe diversity issue in search results as Reddit absolutely dominates the discussions and forums search feature. Well, there's a study from Glenn Alsop over on Detailed covering the discussion forums dominating 10,000 product review search results. This is pretty intense. Over 10,000 key phrases found that discussions and forums appear 77% of the time. That's over 77,000 results. Overall, 766 individual forums appeared, but just Reddit and Quora had 3 times greater visibility than any other forum. Reddit appeared 7,500 times and was featured 14,263 times. Quora appeared 3,500 times and was featured around the same amount. Every domain, 766 of them combined, appeared close to 5,000 times, with most sites never getting a second listing like Reddit. So you have multiple listings inside of the SERP for product search features, right? So what does this tell us? Well, we've known that Reddit has just been exploding in SERP. And we also know that Google has been changing a number of aspects of its search to be able to look for more and more authentic, quote unquote, content. And it's rifling through Reddit postings because there's the unique naming, the unique niche type of vernacular that is around and surrounding product reviews. But didn't we just experience this with a lot of product review updates over the last year and a half? I think we're on our 5th, if I'm not mistaken, product review
Well,
update.
now their review updates are real time, so we don't even know how many there actually.
All right, it's happening right now. But now they're actually shoring
happening
up
to you right now.
just a couple minutes ago. And now it's happening. But they're shoring up Reddit articles as opposed to product review pages. That's what's really interesting, is that if they're bringing that into the mix as the most authentic and authoritative content, right? What's that doing to all the affiliate companies out there that are making their dime off of
They're all
those?
posting stuff on Reddit now.
You better believe it.
Reddit post. But they have to make an old one because it seems like old ones do better than new ones. So you have to post on Reddit,
Right?
make it slightly spammy. These are the ranking factors to get into the SERP feature, and let it percolate for, I don't know, like 3 to 4 years, and then it'll show up.
That's a long game right there, buddy.
Hey, you got a 3-dimensional chess, baby.
So why do you theorize that these Reddit posts are coming up so much? I mean,
What else you got?
is this like a major overcorrection on shoring up pages that have been kind of banted about because of the spamminess of
I
them?
feel like you're leading me here.
Well, go ahead, please. Embellish.
Here's a biblical reference. You're like, Bilam on the donkey, right? That just lead me. And now the donkey's gonna talk.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Hit it.
Yeah, well, they announced a while ago, like, we want more first experience, first-hand knowledge content to show up on the results page. And guess what they found? There is none. It doesn't
Yep.
exist
Yep.
because they haven't incentivized it. Because what Google has basically been incentivizing for the last number of years has been 11 microwaves you need right now. There isn't a lot of, or 10 ways to build backlinks, and there's not a lot of first experience, first knowledge kind of content.
Right.
But they realize that they have to put something there because users are craving it and they're looking for it, and they're going to places like TikTok to get it. And Google said, hey, look, we realize that content consumption trends have changed, which is why you should chase consumption trends and not algorithms. And they try to adjust to SERP, and they realize, well, there is no
Something there.
content. So we'll just put Reddit there because there's that's what we have. So we have to do something, but what else do we have other than Reddit? And I think the biggest issue is not, I think they're going to have to fix this. I think Glenn writes in the article that, look, this can't stay like this forever. And it can't stay like this forever. It's not good. It's bad. The question, though, is how do they fix this? Because there just isn't that content out there yet. And even if they did a good job of incentivizing it somehow, that's a very slow burn.
Right.
And I don't think they're doing a good job of incentivizing it. Honestly, if I were Google, I'd be like, yeah, look, we want like a lot of first-hand content, blog posts, whatever. We're going to rank that. And then everyone will start creating it.
You know,
Problem solved.
Problem solved, but it is going to create a mad rush into these platforms, right? So now, anytime that you see more and more visibility of a particular platform, SEOs are going to, manipulating SEOs are going to rush to that place and just plant their content, their spammy content there. So it's going to.
If they were smart about it, they would find the hidden forms of the world. Let's say, for example, like
Yeah,
SEO
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, like here, I'm going to Google as we're talking now. I'm stalling. Is EATA ranking fact?
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that.
We talked about
and you
this.
get Marie Haynes, Search Engine Journal, right? You get your usual folks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you that on the latest forum last week, chatfomo.co, we talked about this there. So if Google wants forum content, there is good forum content out there. Our latest forum is wonderful, but it doesn't know how to find that.
Right.
And it's not pulling that out. Like, I would much rather see for something like, I don't know, like best microwave, whatever it is. I'd rather see something from, let's say, Tom's Guide than Reddit. Tom's Guide is a huge website. So
yeah, you're looking
think even in their framework, there's better forums than just pulling out Reddit. Which I find Reddit, personally, I know people like Reddit, I find it to be an absolute cesspool of humanity.
It depends on where you go.
Anywhere.
I would agree, except that there are some in-depth conversations, and this actually leads into our first AI news article. So I'm going to double down on this.
Oh, thank God.
Check this out. Reddit just inked a major AI data deal. So not only are we seeing Google sucking up as much Reddit as it can get, but here's the other issue is that Reddit just signed a deal. And they're not mentioning who they actually signed this with. This is from Reuters. There's a number of different articles out there. Bloomberg's got it. Licensing their content, all of their consumer or their user-generated content, right, for AI training. Bloomberg actually reported this here. On February 16th, they've signed a contract allowing an AI company to train its models on the social media platforms, content. And Bloomberg, like I said, reported it, citing people familiar with the matter. It's a $60 million annualized contract. That's amazing. The details of the AI deal could change as talks over the Reddit IPO launch, which could actually come in March. Can you believe this? Reddit actually going full IPO. So here's the deal here. It just follows full circle here. Google is looking at Reddit as the authoritative content. Reddit is now signing a deal to actually train an AI engine whose bet is going to be OpenAI. Who? Anybody?
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Or Bing.
Yeah.
No. Oh, well, Bing is using OpenAI,
Yeah, they are.
But are they trying to get away?
No, probably.
something
They
separately?
probably Google's actually through the what's the product they just subsidized for $10 billion or something like that. Affluent. It started with an A. Anyway. Point being is now you're going to have AI content trained on the only place that the search engines are thinking there's authentic content. It's in these forums. So you're going to have an AI engine that's actually going to be creating content from the training inside of these quote-unquote authentic forums. Now that's going to be serving up content beyond Reddit, and that's going to be the next game in town. Is the content generated by that particular product, that particular platform, will be considered as authentic as Reddit from the search side of things. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be the most racist AI ever.
oh god,
It's going to be again, you're training it on a cesspool of
they really are.
garbage.
And there's going to be a mad rush into these forums to spam the crap out of these forums, and then AI is going to be training off of that crap. I mean, it's
That's
literally,
ridiculous.
it's the homogenization that we've been talking about, but you're just going to get crap, folks. I mean, the whole thing is, I've got some words that I'm not going to put on this particular podcast, but this is the scenario, guys. And $60 million in the that's nothing to sneeze at, but do you sell out all this unique user-generated content? I mean, the users are pissed
that's
off.
what they're doing. They don't care. They're just taking the money.
They're just taking the money. The users are
They're
pissed
like,
off.
"Where's the money, Lebowski?"
They never signed any type of deal for that
Care
type
about
of.
nothing. Where's the
Oh
money?
my lord! So he won't even let me get through a sentence. All right. Another AI news article. Check this out. OpenAI. We just talked about them briefly. Just unexpectedly introduced Sora. Sora is a text-to-video content creator. You got to check that out. It's pretty tripped out.
This is actually cool.
It actually does some incredible things. It's an AI model that can create realistic and imaginative scenes from text instructions. So if you haven't done it yet, you've got to start getting your prompt library together and start really honing these AI prompts and building a suite of them for yourselves, because that's the game.
It's crazy.
Folks.
It looks ridiculously awesome.
It really
looks
does.
like it looks like Matrix level quality.
Yeah, it really does. And all of a sudden, are we going to be seeing movies that are fully AI prompted at this point in
They're
time?
called cartoons.
Easy.
Yes.
Yes. It's amazing.
Okay.
Some of this stuff is just amazing. And whatever the hallucinations are going to be navigating through these videos, we're moving from a level of suspended reality with real photography into even a more inceptive point where we're in a suspended reality without any mooring whatsoever on real imagery. This is what's going to happen here, folks, because these things
it's
are
going to be a real problem.
Yeah,
There's a great Law and Order episode recently about this.
really.
Yeah, like they realized that the video from the camera wasn't actually from the camera; it was AI video
Mm.
because the guy had 4,000 fingers.
It's not a Bud Light commercial, huh? Wow. No, check it out. It's crazy. OpenAI. Also, last thing, just to double down, triple down on this, ChatGPT is testing a memory feature. Yep, I kid you
So they
not.
can implant memories into your brain.
No, it's going to be remembering what you've actually prompted before and remembering your style, your
Okay,
input.
So it's like my wife remembers all the
Exactly.
things I've said before.
A new feature that remembers past conversations to learn a user's preferences, remember styles and tones, format preferences. All right, so here we go. We are now creating memory for ChatGPT, right? And we also realize that AI from last week is creating obituaries for people that are still alive. All right?
Perfect. Good combination.
What could go wrong there?
Keep the memory alive.
Have either of you been chatting with ChatGPT and other AI and gotten mad and told it off?
No, because I'm scared to.
Right, but it's going to remember it now.
It's going to.
No, I do it.
And that's how you get Skynet. When it remembers all the times I told it it was wrong.
Holy crap. Are you actually chatting with ChatGPT on the Site Strategist account?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
no.
Nice.
We're cutting you off. All right. AI tools, I'm only going to do one tool, Morty.
Ooh.
All right. And I'm going to have you pick between 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
And they have
Lay it
nothing
on
to
me.
do with the list you may
Two.
have seen.
2.
Number 2.
Number
Two.
2
Number 2. Let's
First
do number
pick.
2.
First pick assists you in selecting the optimal dating profile picture for your ideal match. FirstPic.ai. This is not advertising, by the way. This is just having a great time on the AI tools.
Next. Pick another one.
AI-powered magic that lands you the best matches. So you can actually upload your photo or photos, get a photo score, so you're actually being judged by AI.
Before you're judged by your potential mate.
Exactly.
This is great. Before I let the world tell me if I'm worth dating, I'll let a computer tell me.
You set like profiles like Jewish mother, so it could be like in like overly critical and guilt-ridden.
Oh my gosh. Are you wearing that?
Oh, you're wearing what in that picture?
You can
You look like such a schlemazel.
you compare your rank. You can find out how your photo ranks in comparison to others. Oh my gosh, the demoralizing factor here. Before you're even
let's say you submit all of them. They're like, nah, these all suck.
No.
I mean,
Here, let me do this for you.
the
And the
good
AI
news-
takes over.
the good news is you can be depressed before you even start online dating.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're already just kind of set up for it.
Take rejection now before you're actually getting rejected by a real
Right.
person.
Nice, I like this. Okay,
All right.
good tool.
Only one tool, so
Wait, did we get that on recording? Morty said good tool.
I was being sarcastic.
we got it.
No, he got it. We're cutting that part out. Morty loves the tool.
Hey, by the way, for everyone who's listening
Love
right
it.
now, we are actually going to be taking some of the news articles that didn't make it into our broadcast, and we're going to be putting that into our newsletter, including the other tools that we did not mention. So go over to edgeofthewebradio.com /
Yeah, it's a real reason to subscribe.
we'll take certain.
Check out the 2 crappy tools we didn't cover.
Oh, they're wonderful. They are wonderful. All right.
You'll never know.
Yeah,
Unless you subscribe.
Hey! All right. Hey, we are proud to have InLinks as a sponsor of Edge of the Web. They have a new social media tool that solves a big problem that others can't, and they will not reject you either. InLinks doesn't use keyword research tools to be able to tell you what to talk about on social media. It reads your own content. That's right. InLinks starts planning a social media campaign by analyzing your current website and generating topical, relevant ideas to engage with your audience. It helps you out as well. Make sure your collar's straightened before you actually go out on the social media. So it'll actually create this entire content plan from your own content. So check that out over at edgeofthewebradio.com / InLinks, INLINKS today to find out more. Okay, you guys ready? Give me some Barry.
Obviously.
It just gets to be charged up every time. Barry Blast from Search Engine Roundtable. Google top stories, news stories since you last searched. This is actually pretty cool. Google's testing a new top stories feature and label that tells you that there are new top stories available since the last time you searched for that query. Obviously, you have to be logged in, right? There's a new label that reads new and says there are new results since your last search. He actually gave a screenshot of that. And again, it's a Taylor Swift query. Can we just move away from
Obviously.
Taylor Swift, please?
She won the Super Bowl.
She did. He says it's cool that Google can actually tell you there are new stories and results since the last time you conducted that search. Now, Google's remembering you as well, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I will remember you.
They already were, though.
Yeah, you better believe they were. All right, another article.
It's a cool feature, though.
Yeah, it is a cool feature, and that's useful.
Yeah.
That's helpful, right?
Yep.
So more
is
on Google on helpful content update recovery time. Hey, see what I did there? This was February 19th that he posted this on Search Engine Roundtable. Barry says a week ago he wrote about the timing it takes to recover from a Google helpful content update, meaning if you actually got penalized or you were no longer visible after that update. Then on Friday, Danny Sullivan, Google search liaison, who's no longer in the corner anymore, added more clarity on the fastest time a site can actually possibly recover after being negatively impacted by the helpful content update. In short, Barry says it can still take several months to recover from the helpful content update. And truth is, we have not really seen a case of the site hit by that. And he was talking about the September 23rd HCU actually recover. So it's even too early to tell if that time period is legit. As a reminder, in Google's original communication around the helpful content update, Google told us that Google needs you to prove over several months that your content is actually helpful in the long run. That's such a ubiquitous term, or a nebulous term, I'm sorry. Helpful. And we have been talking about how to judge helpfulness. And we also talked about EEAT as a factor of how helpful your information is, but it is not a ranking factor, everybody. It is not a ranking factor, right?
Oh, come on.
All
Yeah,
right.
don't worry about page quality because that's not a ranking factor. You know what else is not a ranking factor? Breathing, so don't do that either.
Don't breathe. Yeah, because it's not a ranking factor. All right. Last article from Search Engine Roundtable. New Google search.
It's the last one he's ever writing?
God, I hope not. What are we going to do with the
You wrote
show?
last article. Oh, for our show.
For
Got
this
it.
show,
Okay.
today.
Yep, got
New
it.
Google search, DMA, rich results, aggregator units, and refinement chips. We've seen a lot of changes, he says, in the Google search results in the European regions related to DMA, that's the Digital Markets Act, comparison sites and hotels, etc. The Google search team now posted about how the search experiences are changing with new rich results, aggregator units, and refinement chips, most of which he's already actually covered, but now is actually official. Google wrote, we're sharing more details about what publishers can expect to see in regards to new search results in the EU, or the European Economic Area, EEA, not to be confused with EEAT. Yep, had to do it, sorry. These EEA countries, and how they can express interest in these experiences. Google also shared more details about the new flight carousels and search experiences that were impacted the most. So if you don't know what we're talking about carousels, all the different featured snippets, the features on the Google SERP itself. They're actually changing it for the EU first, or the EEA, to be able to comply with the Digital Markets Act. Right, so that's a bit more of a leveling playing field, I would assume. They launched a new carousel for aggregators and suppliers. The carousel is currently designed for travel, local, and shopping queries to show website aggregators and suppliers. Each card or title in the carousel can also contain price, rating, and images for entities on the page, and that actually can come from structured data, if I'm not mistaken. So I lay this at your feet, Morty. What do you think about these new rich results, aggregator units, and refinement chips on the SERP?
I think about like content. Is it helpful? Or are we just making ourselves feel better?
Huh.
Okay, let's play it out. They have the carousel there, right? Because they don't want Google to dominate walled garden, give businesses a chance, give sites a chance. All we're saying is give sites a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am behind that. I think we're all behind that, unless you're, I don't know, not behind that. Very eloquent with words. I have a way with words. I have the best words. I have the best words. But what's going to inevitably it up? Let's play it out. I am going to search for best pizza place, New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get lists. I'm going to get Time Out magazine. You know what they're going to have on that list? Joe's pizza place.
Right.
And I'm going to get the Village Voice. You know, they can say Joe's pizza place. You get all these aggregate lists of the best pizza places in New York City. You know what I'm going to get? Pretty much the same 10 businesses
Everywhere
on every single freaking list. You know what these lists do? They just copy each other.
Yep.
So is that really helping? Or are we just making ourselves feel better like we're actually helping? Because you know who doesn't care about Joe's Pizza Place? Bob's Pizza Place. It's actually much better than Joe's, but no one knows because Bob's is on any of these lists. By the way, Joe's is a real place in New York, and everyone loves Joe's. I think it's the best. I heard it's kind of overrated, though, which is why I'm using it as an example.
But what about Bob's?
We don't know. No one knows about Bob's. Who cares about Bob?
What about Bob?
It's on the list.
So you're just saying that all this aggregated content is relatively the same thing we talked about listicles before.
Yeah, come on. Like this, what are we?
What's
net
really unique out
result,
there, right?
Who are we actually really helping? Right? Because if I Google best pizza places in New York City and Google just tells me the 10 best pizza places, it's just taking the content from the other lists anyway.
Yeah.
So what the hell's the damn difference?
And that's kind of your bubble bursting on the SGE front, because if it's just regurgitating the content and just making it a little bit more interactive and usable, right? What's the true value there? How helpful is it if it's already on these other websites?
Well,
Yeah, look, I get best pizza places in New York City. I get Time Out. There we go. 29 best ones. Right? Joe's is number 4. Then I get Reddit.
Reddit pizza?
You can't make that up. Ah,
That's awesome.
it's just, and then I get more Reddit. I get discussions and forums later with 2 Reddits and 1 TripAdvisor. Aha. And I'm sure the TripAdvisor results are very unique. I bet you Joe's not on those.
I don't think he is.
Oh, no, snap. Joe's is right there.
Nice.
A good point that I thought of while you were explaining all this is, what if I go open what is truly the greatest pizza place in New York? How long would it take for me to ever be noticed? Because all these lists already exist. They've been out there. They have comments.
And they've got authority. They've got
share,
links.
yeah.
Everything's kind of
I
keeping
could
the
make
man
a
down.
pizza that's 3-4 times better than Joe's.
Right.
Charge half the price. How do you?
No one would know.
Yeah. And now
By
that
the way, at the bottom of the page, Google has related searches. It has John's of Bleecker Street and Joe's. So I could have avoided all these clicks and articles that told me nothing and just gotten the answer right from Google, which I know I said, like, oh, why would I not want to click on a website? Because you know what? But you know what's easier than clicking on a website to get the same stupid information? Is not clicking on a website to get the same stupid information.
Yep.
I think
I'm really glad the EU here is to save the internet.
Finally.
Well, I mean,
They couldn't even save Britain.
Too soon, man. Too soon. Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter here is that until we as consumers sharpening up our want for unique content, specialized content, what is it really like to eat at Joe's? And don't throw me an AI video or an AI series of pictures. Somebody there, boots on the ground, and actually tells me this is what you do, this is what you order, right? As opposed to
like,
a
pizza's
listener.
great. There's no seats. I'm going somewhere else for the slightly worse pizza where I can actually sit my tuchus on the chair.
Hey, that's your choice. But as long as somebody's
That's your
explaining that,
choice.
if somebody's explaining
right.
that, then that's helpful, right?
No, yeah, but no, you know what's really helpful are legislative bodies who know nothing about actual SEO and digital marketing, legislating SEO and digital marketing.
Or pizza. They don't know anything about pizza.
And by proxy, pizza.
Yeah.
By proxy pizza. That's the name of a new pizza joint right there.
That's what I was
Or an
going to call
album.
it.
Or an album. Or a band.
A new age album.
There we go. All right. I'm tying this one down because it's getting weird in here.
You always say, by the way, save like the spiciest thing for the last thing.
Well, we should probably bring this up to the front and actually run a commercial.
That's
for
what I
this
was saying. Like, yeah,
spiciest
bring up
thing.
this stuff to the front.
Yeah. You want Barry Blast in front.
But if we tease this right,
think-
it'll
yeah,
get
I think
people
Barry
to
Blast
watch
goes up
all the way to
front.
the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Why is this spicy? Because we're talking about pizza. That's why.
It's a spicy
It's
pizza.
that spicy
Yeah,
pizza.
spicy. Yeah.
Morty, anything we can talk about from Wix before we sign off?
Just remember that we're meeting on April 16th in New York City at the Wix Playground with Barry Schwartz, Barry Blast. It'll be a blast with Barry.
Ooh, see?
Alita Solis, Lily Ray, Mike King, myself at the Wix Playground on April 16th in New York.
What is the
Join
Wix
us
Playground?
live.
Tell me about this. What is the Wix Playground?
It's a giant ball pit. That is, by the way, my actual association.
It's like Chuck E.
Every time
Cheese.
someone talks about the Wix Playground in a meeting, I'm like, ah, giant ball pit. Never been there, but it's an office
It's an office.
with a meeting space in the West Village.
You need some more playground toys in there to make this a playground. Come on.
No, all you need is just the whole place is a giant ball pit. There's nothing else. It's just one big ball pit.
You know how many diseases you can get whenever you're running around in a ball pit?
Not
Have you
anymore
taken
you're
your
gonna get by messing around with the hooker.
We're done. That's Edge this week. Run the bloody music.
If we run that as the promo, people will definitely have to wait through the whole show to figure out why.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you don't rate this particular version of the podcast. Do something else. From all of us. Bye.